It was our final episode at South by Southwest, live from the FedEx food truck. This time we take a look at Zamp, we take a look at Hoot.me and Deja.io. We're live.
All right.
We're back. So as you can see, we're back. We're still at the FedEx food truck for this episode. We want to thank them again.
Yep.
All their lovely contact information's over on the side. They gave us one of the boxes.
So this is the box that the lunch came in, which this was the box, if you watched the earlier episode, a lady confused this with an actual shipped package and was convinced that Chris shipped his lunch to South by Southwest and stood over him for at least 10 minutes with this puzzled look going, why would you ship your sandwich?
It was the best sandwich ever from where we live. The best sandwich. So every day they actually change the writing inside the box. It's as crazy as it sounds.
Inside the box was always a message.
And the crazy idea is this is a great marketing tool, and I really love this. So it's actually labeled the World on Time lunchbox. So
it's awesome.
So everybody knows they're here at South by Southwest. They provide coffee in the morning. Then they do free lunch.
Great lunch.
The lunch, we had shrimp po' boys. We've had curry chicken sandwiches. What is today?
Well, that was last year.
Today's
curry,
a brat. I know, but today's a brat of some kind.
I think it's the bratwurst.
They have a vegetarian option. They do everything.
Yeah.
Okay. So off we go this episode. Let's talk about them. Let's get into the mobile apps. Let's talk about the mobile app first. First, I'm going to tell you, last night I started the great uninstall.
Already?
We haven't left
South by Southwest and you're uninstalling apps.
And I'm going to be honest, the first one to go was Forecast. We've talked about them already, but I'm telling you, they were the first one to go. They're going to be updating, we heard, and adding better things. But for this week, they got the...
And for me, I have not uninstalled them yet. And mostly because I read an article that said, an article that talked to a Forecast developer and said, oh, it does in fact tell you what's going on around you as you go, but I still have yet to find that feature.
It could be there. But
I'm sticking in with it, but I'll tell you right, it's on the bubble.
And we want to thank Banjo for, if you go back and watch our episode that we talked about Banjo, they reached out to us and sat down with us for an hour.
Yeah, we sat down with them for an hour, and it was really good. And I think one of the concerns that we talked about on the show was security.
Yes.
And we'll follow that up with an actual post on our website.
So we'll link back with a blog post. So
probably on ours.
We've cleared that in the air. Thank you guys from Banjo for sitting with us. And actually, the new app is hot. It's nice.
Yeah, the new app that's not out yet, because every time he looked at it, he goes, oh, you guys are running an old version. I just downloaded it.
Right, but he's the developer.
I could be an old version.
He's that guy that owns it, so he's like, oh, always has the new version. All right, off we go. Which one are you going to do first?
So I'm going to do Hoot.me.
Hoot.me.
So unlike some of the apps we've already talked about that are apps for devices, this is strictly a web app. And actually, I should back that up. It's a web app based on a Facebook installation. So really, it's a Facebook app.
Okay.
So what Hoot.me is, it's a way for, if you are at university, high school, whatever, it's a way for you to work together on homework.
We're live, we don't care.
We're live, somebody's about to walk in front of the camera.
We don't care, guys. It's the way we do these live shows. You're good. That's exactly, all right.
So you connect with your friends and you can actually coordinate homework, which is pretty cool. And it actually, with the app, it's not only video, but you do have a doodle page. So if, let's give an example, you're doing some math homework, you can actually draw out the math homework if it's, complex. It really is a very cool little app.
It's strange that we're both looking at it on our mobile interfaces. I don't even have the iPad out or the playbook out. And we should say that so no one had a question, we brought over 10 devices with us.
We brought every OS that is available.
We had Windows, we had Android, we had BlackBerry, iOS, but we had iOS and BlackBerry in different versions.
Yes.
The playbook, the Torch, the iPod Touches, the iPod, the Bold, we had them all. So we've been looking at all these apps across the board. This is now Hoot.me, which
we should do another talk about, the apps.
Now, can I tell you one? I know we'll talk about it.
Right. He knows what I'm talking about.
One Hoot.me.
Yeah.
One thing I like about this, and we should make this clear, is about homework sharing. Is the main point of this?
Yes. It's basically connect with friends, help each other on your homework. And this is not a cheating mechanism. Let's put that out there.
No, it's about you get your friends together. Most of your friends, if you're in school, will be school friends, a lot of them. You're able to go in, create a room about your class, and then actually work on a project. And there's one thing they did that was amazing to me, is they have a math, it's not a translator, but if you write complex algebra formulas, it will actually build the signs in on the page for you.
Yeah.
So you can actually do complex algebraic formulas without having to write all the words, and it converts them to pretty little pictures with all the square root signs and everything, because you have to type. You're not allowed to draw. It's not a drawing app because it's on Facebook on the web. That's it. That's what I'm talking about right there.
No. I'm saying there is a doodle function that you can draw.
Is there a doodle? I thought
Yes.
that was not doodle. I thought you had to write it in and it did it for you.
It said doodle.
Holy
and
crap.
I'm assuming that is drawing.
How do you doodle with
It's an app you're installing within Facebook.
Yeah, but how do you draw?
You have this thing called a mouse. I'm not familiar with it myself, or a finger that you...
Not on the screen.
No, idiot.
Keep going. All right, keep going about it.
So, well, that's it. We talked about it.
Now,
It's good with me.
one thing they ask you in the very first line we should point out, which is interesting, did you read that? The line that says get started,
where do you...
I attend, and they want to know the school that you went to. So this is going back to the early days of Facebook when it was all about the colleges that you went to and the schools you went to.
Which I think it's funny. It's University of Texas or Harvard.
Those are the two choices?
The two choices. I'm pretty sure if you're at Harvard, you don't need help with your homework.
No, you probably need a lot of help with your homework.
Oh, I figure they're smart.
It should say like my local community schools, or some of them, a couple of them. All right, on we go. No, I'm talking about for me personally. Okay, on we go. Zamp.
Are we doing Zamp?
I want to do Zamp. Let's get it over with.
Okay, so Zamp was an app that we had on our list to review. I loaded Zamp. One of the things the first thing you noticed is that it really says to unlock the true power. And actually, let's go back. Zamp really is for the ultimate travelers.
That's the game from the last show. I'm
still drawing.
He's still drawing from the last show.
So Zamp is for travelers. It's for frequent flyers to help the people that maybe are not flying that frequently.
Yeah.
So tips, tricks, as well as they claim in the app that not only does it help fellow travelers, but it helps the providers to say, okay, what works in our airport, what doesn't.
Right.
Loaded it, and I was hoping to explore some features, and it was pretty darn limited as to what I could explore. You just take a picture.
I took a picture of my hand.
Took a picture of the hand. Awesome. So I actually have to be at an airport. So I guess for me that was my first uninstall.
Okay.
But it will probably, when I travel on Thursday, I will probably reload it and see what Zamp will unlock for me at the airport.
All right. Well, I didn't even bother. When I saw Paul's face after he loaded it, we do a lot of the tests, and we'll be sitting there and we'll go, okay, let's load the next app, let's test it. He loaded it before I could. I was looking at something else, and he went, eh.
Oh, I did not uninstall it. It's still there.
Oh, that's right. We made you keep it for the show.
That's right, because yes.
But he went, and I said, okay, I won't even bother loading it. You can talk about it.
So yeah, right now I can look at lounge. So when you open the app, you get it's pretty nice interfaces. It actually reminded me of Windows.
It's a clean
the
interface.
Windows
the
mobile OS, the tile-based
So
interface.
you'll see it on the screen live, but it's a clean interface. We like that. But we're looking for functionality right out of the box. So we'll see when you get to the airport, and we'll follow it up in the post.
Yeah.
All right, let's finish up with the last one. They launched while they're down here, apparently. It's an Israeli company, I believe, that did it. And they launched one of their apps, is Deja.io. You can find it in the App Store as Deja. So we're going to switch devices. Here, you can hold the Android. It's over the iPhone. What it's supposed to be is a community site built around social TV. So you're able to watch videos and shows, documentaries, and find other ones that'll get you the cast information. It'll tell you the show that's going on. And the object is that you're able to actually take place. That was great. And she had the FedEx outfit on. Wasn't that hot? We did not set that up. Just so you know, we did not set that up, but that was great. It'll actually show the video that's going on, and while you're in the video, the idea is that you're able to actually click the button and see the cast. They want you to log on, though, through your social sites. So they want you to hook to Facebook or Twitter or Tumblr, which is a good choice. Tumblr is a good choice because that's a hot site for people to embed videos and topics and things like that. You can then get more information and scroll through other things that are showing. She can do it twice. More things that are showing that are in there. It doesn't really do TV.
Come back. Nope, come back.
Come back.
Come here.
Come back, because they thought we planned it. We're live, but they thought we planned it.
Sam between us.
See?
Welcome to FedEx.
See?
Hi.
We told you. She just passed and delivered. She delivered a package.
I'm really sorry.
Don't be sorry.
Here at 8 a.m.
Now she's famous.
We love it. Thank you. So the other thing I'd like to see is this is really relying heavily on YouTube.
Yeah.
And it's relying heavily on a few of the other broadcast channels that are out there, the Blips and the others. The quality is fantastic.
Yeah, actually, it was loaded quickly, and I was surprised how well the videos show with there's no buffering. I didn't get any buffering, caching, anything. It was great.
And so when you turn it, when you're straight on, it's full show. We'll show it on the clip, of course. We got live phone calls. We are live, dudes. It shows the full screen, and when I turn it this way, it minimizes it and it gives me choices of now playing what I can switch to and what's upcoming.
And throughout the setup process, there's very specific gestures. So a single finger swipe will do one thing, a double finger swipe will do another.
Oh, I'm seeing that now as I do stuff.
There is, if you tap once, you do dispose of, or
Oh, I just
display a
changed
menu.
videos. I just changed videos.
You do display a menu that you can drag down and do some more things. So, there's in the beginning it does give you a lot of instructions as to how to maneuver around the app. As I almost throw that
It's
away.
bandwidth intensive for those that are on limited bandwidth plans. You should know is
My personal.
right. But it's bandwidth intensive, right? So if you should be. You should be familiar with the fact, and we can also replay, otherwise they'll cut our video out for playing copyrighted material probably. But you should know that Wi-Fi would be the best way if you're going to use it heavily all the time. If you have a limited bandwidth plan, for sure. The interface is slick. It was clean.
Yep.
I don't know. They're just pulling from YouTube, I presume, for everything, and then a few other channels. But it was launched down here. It's called Deja.io, and you can find it in the App Store starting today. And they have like 8 other apps, but that's the one they launched today.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to leave them with?
No, this is our last day. We're out of here, so we obviously did not do everything, all the apps we wanted to
No,
on
we'll finish
site.
up. We'll finish up.
But we'll finish up over the progress of a couple of years.
Maybe we'll film at our next stop when we go get lunch. We want to thank FedEx again, as you can see over the shoulder, and we're starting to smell the lunch, and we got to get out of here.
Yeah,
Man,
I'm hungry.
I can smell the brats cooking as we go. So everybody look for the next one. Go back and watch the previous episodes, see all of the shows and the walkthrough, and then follow up on the blog for any corrections we make or updates to the apps as the developers do them, and they've been sending them to us.
Yep.
So thank you, everybody. We'll see you again shortly. Awesome.